Ah, all right. Once again, folks, thank you for joining our Annuity. As Insurance Advisors Direct, we are introducing our brand new annuity and retirement platform. So a lot of great things to come with that. And so we're just going to do a quick rollout. Presentation should be no more than 20-25 minutes, plus any questions that you may have. So I'm going to just jump right into it. We have Brandon Haig here. He's going to be our presenter. We actually partner with him and his firm to bring you as this beautiful and highly competitive retirement platform. So Brandon, why don't you take it from there, my friend?
Awesome. Thank you, Bernard. And thank you to all of us to all of you who are joining us today. I'm excited to be here. This rollout is a couple months in the works for the IAD team and Bernard putting this together to bring this to you. So I'm really excited to share. And what we're going to go through today is just a couple really quick things in a brief agenda. The first one is, what is the current opportunity that exists and the client concerns that this platform is going to help you to address? Your clients are already working with you for their healthcare concerns, their Medicare needs. Now you're going to have the opportunity to go further and help them with their retirement income as well. We're going to talk a little bit, a brief four-part about what does this new platform do, and how does it help you solve these retirement risks? And then in the end, we're going to give you some next steps. How do you start the process to take advantage of this opportunity and be ready to go as this continues to accelerate and as the business continues to support you throughout that? So what is the current opportunity that exists out there? Well, we're looking at the retirement income, guaranteed retirement income business line. Last year, it did over $200 billion of business that you now have access to through IAD. We also know that clients today, when they think about retirement, have a lot of concerns. If you think about the way that retirement used to be, so the old retirement story, where you worked for one company, you worked there for 40, 50 years. On the last day of your time working there, you had a party, you got a pen, a watch. I think my dad got a clock, and then a pension, and you went off and you lived your retirement. Well, that doesn't exist anymore. And as we're seeing more and more companies go away from things like pension, we're seeing Social Security age of retirement go up and up. There's a gap that clients are looking to fill. They already trust you, they're working with you, and now you can help them solve some of those gaps. So let's take a look at what are we hearing right now from clients. When can I retire? When do I take Social Security? What happens if I run out of money? How much can I take? All of these things currently, your clients have these concerns. And now, in partnership with IAD, you're going to be able to talk about them through. So as you see here on our screen, we've got Bill and Jill. What Retirement Roadblocks platform is it's a way for you to have these conversations with clients using a story of Bill and Jill, two retirees that are going to go through their retirement journey and face 7 individual risks, or what we call roadblocks. Now, what this platform has, and I'm going to share with you a little bit of how it looks, is it starts with a client brochure, a client consumer guide that easily explains, using Bill and Jill in very easy to understand client speak, what are the risks in retirement? Things like longevity risk, inflation rate risk, sequence of return risk. All of that explains it out in a consumer guide that you can hand out or email to clients. Again, this is stuff you have access to now in partnership with IAD. When you get appointed with one of IAD's carriers, you have access to this content. After you have your clients look at the consumer guide, there's accompanying videos that go along with this that are 2 to 3 minutes long that explain each one of the risks and how you can help them solve those risks by using a guaranteed income product. On top of that, there's tools like calculators, there's client presentations already approved that you can leverage to walk clients through how to navigate these risks and how to alleviate them. So what we're going to be doing over the next series of weeks in partnership with Bernard and the IAD marketers is we're going to be rolling out a series of webinars like this one, where we're going to actually go through each one of the individual risks. What are the tools and the materials that accompany it and how you can leverage them. So this is the introduction to this platform and the introduction to this ongoing series that's going to be able to support you in helping clients take advantage of the opportunities that are out there, the retirement income products that are out there, and for you, solving those gaps and getting into this huge business line that now exists for the IAD agents. So let's talk a little bit about some of the risks that are involved in retirement roadblocks. The first one we talk about is longevity risk. If essentially what that means is just living too long. A lot of clients, when they look at right now the current retirement age and the life expectancy rates of folks in their mid to early 60s, you're looking at a timeline of 30 to 35 years for a couple age 65 looking at retirement in the next couple years. There is a 50-50 shot that one of them is going to make it into their 90s or longer. So when you think about age 65 and retirement is not now, we started at 65 and I think we're going to pass in our mid 80s. We're in the mid 90s and that is not going down. Those numbers are going up as science advanced, medications advance, and more people continue to live longer. What we help you do is manage and understand the longevity risk by taking a look at what are the chances of your client living to a certain age, of as a couple, one of them living to a certain age, and leveraging guaranteed income products that will guarantee lifetime income. No matter what happens, they will continue to receive income from their savings. They never have to worry about living too long or running out. There are products that can tie this together if you have a couple and you can cover both of them, where if one happens to pass away, unlike Social Security, your numbers don't change. The income continues. And many of these products can, and we're going to talk about this soon, keep rate with inflation. So as they age and as the purchasing power diminishes, their checks, their income can go up along with it. Tying that with Social Security is a really, really powerful piece and a really, really great way that you can take longevity risk off the table for your clients, alleviate those worries, and continue to be their trusted advisor as it comes to retirement and retirement income. Another big concern we see is, how much can I take? You may have heard of the old 4% rule. And I call it old because it's almost 20, maybe 30 years old by now. And it was created back when bond rates were much higher. And when you look at current withdrawal rates, what is the right rate to start pulling money out? You Google that that online, you're going to get a bunch of different answers that are going to tell you very, very big, a very wide range of percentages. I actually Googled it a couple days ago. I saw Morningstar had it around 2.2% withdrawal. I saw that Forbes saying maybe 5. What they all end with though, is it depends. It depends on your client's situation and their investments. Well, what we can do is by leveraging these guaranteed income products, we can take withdrawal rate risk off the table. We can say, based on your age, here's what we can guarantee from your withdrawal rate that you are not going to run out of money. It's right here. That's as much as you get. You take that risk off the table and you can supplement it along the way with Social Security. So when clients are wondering, gosh, are we taking too much out? They don't have to anymore. This picture where you've got the fuel light here reminds me of a story, and many of you may have heard this story before because I copy it from other folks that I hear stories from that work. But the story goes is there's a couple and they're traveling through the desert. And as they're driving through the desert, what they do is they pass the last gas station, and the wife looks at the husband and says, "Hey, should we stop for gas? We're getting a little bit low." Husband says, "Nope, I know that we've got enough. Next station's 180 miles away. We're fine. I know this car. We've got enough gas to make it." Well, as they're traveling through, they're watching the gas tank go down. The light comes on and they're still 100 miles away. And they realize we might not make it. And it's not that moment where the gas runs out that is the biggest problem. It's all of that time leading up to that empty tank, because for the next 100 miles, they're stressed, they're nervous, they're arguing, they are not having and enjoying the trip through the desert that they could be. And that's the way that retirement works. It's not the minute that you run out of money that's the problem. It's the 5, 6, 7 years where you're going to, and there's nothing you can do about it. That really can put a big damper on the lifestyle of a retiree, and it really can affect the quality of life. With these types of products, take that off the table. We know we're not going to run out. We know exactly how much we're going to be getting in the near future, and we can manage around that. Don't worry about the gas tank going to empty, because it doesn't happen. Taking withdrawal rate risk off the table. I mentioned this earlier, but another big risk to worry about is inflation rate. I was telling Bernard before we started, I put these pictures up behind me. You probably can't see them, and I'm gonna ask for forgiveness here because I'm in Minnesota, where we actually have snow on the ground right now. But I was born and raised in Wisconsin, so I'm a Packer fan. And behind me are the programs from the Super Bowls that the Packers have been in. And when I look at that, on top of those pictures are actually replica tickets from the Super Bowls. And in 1968, a Super Bowl ticket cost $10. If you look at the one from 1998 back there, the average ticket was $275. I looked at 2 years ago, because last year was a little goofy. The average Super Bowl ticket was $2,900 and change. That's an increase of over 10 times the amount in 30 years. If you look at retirement and you're thinking about a client living to their mid 90s, that's a 30-year retirement, and inflation can drastically impact the price of goods and services that retirees need in later years. Medicare supplements, a big part of that, helping people manage healthcare. That's one of the biggest risks and the price range that you see with inflation. With a lot of the guaranteed products that we have now, they build in income level risers where, as the client has performance in their investment, they get a raise. If the investment goes down, nothing happens. So the way to think about that is with many of these products, their check on day one of retirement is the worst check they're ever going to see. It can only go up from there and keep up with inflation. So as the price of goods, as the price of gas, food, clothing, all of that, as that goes up, their income can maintain and keep up with those inflationary periods so that their quality of life can continue on throughout retirement. Retirement Roadblocks talks about this, and we have the tools to help show you and help solve this situation for clients. The last thing that I'll touch on, again, I said there's 7 roadblocks. We're only going to touch real briefly on 4 because our next session is going to be a deeper dive into all 7 of them. But the last one is Social Security risk. You're probably hearing this from your clients. I hear it all the time from the advisors and agents I work with. And what it is if you went down, so my family, my dad grew up in a town called Phillips. And Phillips is a population 500 person town where every morning at the cafe, there's the same group of retired guys that sit down, they drink their coffee, they read the newspaper. And if you walked in there and you said to them, hey guys, I'm going to retire soon. You've been around the block. What do I do about Social Security? What they're going to immediately say is it's your money. Take it as soon as you can and walk away. Well, that's not the case anymore. And it actually can lead to a tremendous gap in what you can get from Social Security. What we have available to you now as part of working through IAD is the ability to get client focused and client customized Social Security income reports where you can give the information in. We'll get you back a report that says if your client takes Social Security at which age, what are they going to get? And what would they maybe be leaving on the table that you can have that discussion with them. We see a lot of folks using these income products to bridge the gap. Hey, if I retired early at 62, and I know if I take income or my Social Security at 62 over my life, I may lose out on hundreds of thousands of earned potential Social Security income. Well, if my advisor can help me bridge the gap between 62 and 67 by using a short-term income product, I can leverage far fewer dollars and capitalize on all of that Social Security by taking it at a later date. These are the kind of client situations and client cases that you now have the support to have those conversations and solve those problems for your clients. So as you think about what this looks like and moving into this business line, what IAD has done is they have put together a full circle support team to help you out along the way. Everything where it starts from product education and training. Again, this is step one. We have a series of webinars that we're going to be coming through to talk about the different products available. What are the sales ideas? How do they fit and what product fits where? We can share that with you to help clients have those types of smooth and secure retirements. Next step is going through and getting an appointment with a carrier. There is a contracting team at IAD that has their own link, their own site. You click through, they help you take care of all of that, easy and online. Case analysis. Hey, Bernard, I have a client that I'm thinking about. Here's their case. What do we do? Bernard has a team behind him that can go ahead and take a look and say, well, here are the top 2 or 3 options. Here's what's good about them. What do you think is best for your client? Take that off the table for you as well. I've mentioned tools and materials to help you present these ideas and show clients real life how these products can support solving their gaps. It exists. It's all available to you through IAD, and it doesn't cost you anything to get it. It's all built in as part of working with IAD. Let's say all goes well and it gets to the point of, hey, we're all on board, my client, myself, we're on the same page. How do I go about dealing with applications, submitting business, making sure all of my forms are filled out and suitability and tracking that business through? IAD has those teams already. You've worked with them through Medicare side of things. They've put the same type of support in place for our guaranteed income products. So from your standpoint, what this is going to allow you to do is have these conversations and have more of them with more clients and not have to worry about all of this stuff behind the scenes. You're good at working with your clients. You're good meeting and prospecting with new clients. What we're here to do is make sure you can spend more time doing that and less time dealing with all of the ins and outs. That's what we do. That's what we're here for. And IAD is there to support you all the way through this process. I've been talking a lot, and Bernard told you we'd be 20 to 25 minutes. By my mark, I'm just hitting 20 minutes. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to transition now and talk a little bit about next steps and wrap this thing up. So you now have access to this new suite of products, new tools, new presentation, new platforms that you can leverage immediately with your sorry, I had a quick tech issue. The next steps that what we can do to help support you moving forward, reach out to Bernard or your IAD marketer. They can help you go through the process of getting the carrier appointments taken care of. That's the first step, getting ready to go so that when you have the tools and you have a chance to go through our next session where we train about the conversations, that foundation is built, you're ready to move forward and go. As you're going through that, think about your clients. Which clients would be good to have this? Which clients have already approached you about these concerns? I'm telling you right now, where we see the most success is that 55 to 67 range. Those clients that are thinking about retirement, they haven't gotten there yet, or they're right at the doorstep of retirement and they haven't put guaranteed income in place. Last year, the market went up. We're up 50% or more on the S&P 500. This is a great time to lock in those gains and leverage those earnings from their other investments to guarantee retirement throughout, or guarantee income throughout their retirement. Who knows what the market's going to do in fall? Who knows what it's going to do in winter? I think there's a lot of uncertainty out there right now. I'm hearing it from the folks I work with. People are looking at guaranteed income. They remembered what happened in 2008. They remember what happened 2 years ago. Taking that risk off the table for your clients is a huge win. And I can tell you, if they're concerned about it, somebody is having those conversations with them or is trying to. They already trust you with their healthcare. They'll trust you with your retirement or with their retirement, and you can help them solve those gaps. The last step that I have after reach out to Bernard or your IAD marketer, look and think about your existing clients who is having these concerns that you can help with. Join us for the next event. The next one's going to be introducing our retirement roadblocks platform. We're bringing on an advanced marketing, our director of advanced marketing, to go through, and he helped create the retirement roadblocks, and he's going to be able to walk through the full presentation and the tools that accompany it. I touched on 4, there's 7, and they come turnkey, ready to go. I have officially hit 23 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I've given those next steps. I hope this was helpful. I hope this sparked an idea. I wanted you all to think about this opportunity, to feel excited that you now have the support and all of these tools turnkey to start moving into this space, and then reaching out to Bernard and the marketing team. Bernard, that's what I had, my friend. I will turn it back to you.
All right, Brandon, thank you. Thank you very much. Folks, I mean, this is a huge step for IAD. You know, part of our mantra, our vision, our motto is simplifying your success. And with this retirement roadblocks and the guaranteed income platform that we have, I mean, this is going to actually do a couple of things. It's going to bring more value to you and to your business. It's going to have folks, you're going to retain more clients, as well as those clients are going to refer people to you. So, I mean, that just adds to your bottom line. And that's what I'm here for. And we're here to just make it the process as simple as possible. So again, I mean, this is huge for us and you. Be on the lookout for the next invite for the retirement roadblock kickoff. What we're also going to do is you're going to have, everybody's going to get this presentation again. I know I did have a couple of folks that really wanted to attend. They reached out to me, Bernard, I can't make it. Can I get a copy of this? Like, oh, you sure can. Actually, we're going to do a virtual encore presentation. So we're going to have the presentation. We're going to send it out on all of our social media platforms so folks can see this. And like I said, we're going to get you going. So that's all I have. And folks, if you have any questions, let us know. And if not, I'm going to thank Brandon. Thank you again, my friend. Thank you, folks, for attending this webinar. And we're going to simplify your success with our guaranteed income products. All right, folks, you have a
Awesome.
great rest of the week now.
Thanks, Bernard.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.